guys, it's Risa. How you doing? No, I'm not in my kitchen. I'm in my mother's kitchen. And we just made the delicious farfel stuffing for Passover. Okay, so stay tuned for that video. And now we're going to teach you how to make the mushroom kugel. Okay, it's very similar. There are a few differences, and I'm going to tell you what you're going to need. Okay, I'm going to put this down. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to need 8 eggs and separate them, okay? And you're going to be whipping up the egg whites. Yeah, so that's the difference, and you're using a lot more eggs. Now, you're also going to have a box of MATZAH farfel, and you're going to put hot water. You don't need boiling water, hot water, and you're going to let it sit in a bowl for about 5 minutes or so, and then you're going to put it through a strainer and you just press it down lightly to get all the water out. In the meantime, you're going to take 1 big onion, which we've done already just to save time, and we took red peppers, whatever peppers you like, yellow pepper, orange pepper, and some mushrooms and celery, okay? And we have about 2 cups worth. You put a little bit of oil in a skillet, okay? Saute the onion, add all the vegetables, and then you're going to add some spices, okay? And I'm going to tell you about that. As well as to bind it, you're going to put in 2 tablespoons of matzah meal, all right? So while you're stir frying this, you are going to add some garlic. You sprinkle in some pepper, a little bit of oregano, and some salt, okay? And you're gonna mix it up and add the matzah meal. Let it cool for a bit, all right? So we've let it cool, and here's the MATZAH farfel in the pan, all right? So you can see that it's nice and it's dry. I mean, it's wet, but it's not like dripping, okay? So now we're just going to, my mom is going to beat up the egg whites. So come over. What? Yeah, and we added a little bit more salt because you need flavor. So I always tell people to add some salt to the farfel as well, and add some salt to the vegetable mixture because you want flavor, all right? And then you taste it. Just like all my recipes, we have to taste. So she's gonna beat up those egg whites, and we're gonna wait for a few seconds.
We got the yolks.
My mother has now told me that we have to add the yolks to the farfel, okay? So here's all the yolks already cracked.
Just beat it a little.
And we'll beat it a little bit. Let me get her whisk. There, I'm back. All right, so we just are whisking, very easy. And we're gonna add this to the MATZAH farfel. Okay. The other thing you're gonna need is a 9x13 pan, okay? And I've just put in some oil, and you're just gonna take a paper towel and just make sure that if you want to use Pam, you can, but for this recipe, we've always used oil. I'm doing it my mother's way.
Can I?
Okay. Yep, go ahead.
Put that in there.
So my mom's gonna beat them up,
Put that in.
and we're gonna add all the vegetables now to the farfel. There's really no rule in terms of how many vegetables. My mother always laughs because in a lot of recipes, they don't even put in what we put in. We just love it because it gives so much flavor, and that's where I learned from the best, from my mother. And you know, you have to listen to your mother, right? I'm just looking for a spoon. The egg whites have no sugar, my mom is telling me. So we're just gonna fold this in. I don't like this. Can I have that spoon, Mom? Okay, I'm gonna just mix it first. Incorporate the egg and all the vegetables. Don't forget that all my recipes are written under each video. And don't forget to tell everybody to subscribe, okay? There's also a little bell that you ring, and you just touch that and ring that bell, all right? So we've just incorporated everything, and my mother is telling me to taste it. Does not need salt.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, that's done. Just keep mixing it so it's all in. See, my mother always makes me check and taste. So now she has, okay, excuse me. How do you get it off? There. All right, so here are the egg whites. No sugar or anything in them, just egg whites. That is it. 8 egg whites, right? Do we fold it? Is it okay if we just put it in?
Yeah.
So we're just going to add it in, all of it at once.
Well, you can mix.
Okay, we put some in,
Just fold.
and then we fold it in. Okay. You want to make sure that it's all incorporated, guys. And it's a nice fluffy texture. It's going to be really, really delicious, and you will surprise your guests. And I'll tell you something, it's a lot cheaper than buying it. When you see these little tiny, my mother always just uses her hands too. Okay, when you see all these tiny ones that you buy in the store for like $10, $12, it's like a quarter of the size. And this is so much bigger. Okay. All right, so we're just finishing it off. And you're gonna bake this for at least, uncovered, for at least an hour, right, Mom?
Yeah.
And it'll be nice and crispy. And you can make it ahead of time like we are. We don't make it too much ahead of time. I mean, you can freeze it afterwards. If you make extra, you can freeze it. Should I do it with my hand a little bit?
Sure, bring it over here. I don't want you to do it.
Okay, so like,
This side.
hold on, wait, I gotta show them. Okay, I just take my hand and at the end and just mix it all in. Make sure it's all incorporated.
Okay, enough.
Okay, enough. My mother says enough. Okay, so there you go. You see it? It looks amazing. And now we're gonna put it in the pan.
That's it.
Okay, just like this. And spread it evenly. And I'm just gonna rinse this off for a second. So I can just show you.
Even.
And make it nice and even, my mother said. And okay, so this is the end. I hope you love this recipe for this delicious farfel pudding from my mother's kitchen, and you enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe. All my recipes are written under each video with all the details that you'll need to know. And remember to taste, because everybody's taste buds are different, right? So enjoy 350 for 1 hour, and love you guys. Don't forget to visit me at Risa's Recipes and Weight Watchers Tips. Bye for now. And you can freeze this if you need to, but eat it right away. It's so delicious and nutritious. Bye, guys.